Yeah, so I had to put my bag here because it's quite windy, just to keep this book blowing away. Yeah, I'm always watching the testimonies of Muslims from Islam to Christianity because I like to learn as much as I can, and I really wanted to buy this book because I knew that it would have a lot of information, and yeah, it's an amazing story, and it's really sad that you just know that everything that he's been through, like lots of people have been through the same thing, and yeah, and I never, the title of my video, sorry, just let me know where I am, usual cloud drama here is like completely clear over there, sunny, and there's okay, right, yeah, so the title of my video, Execution of a Musical Instrument. Never come across that before, and that is done by the religious police in Saudi Arabia, and they're also called guidance patrol. They have guidance, yeah. Wow, when you know what they do, I'll move on. And of all the Arabian countries, Saudi Arabia adheres most closely to the literal intent of the Quran, which is lived out through the Sharia law. Also, it has the strictest and most extreme form of Islam called Wahhabism. Saudi Arabia is the heart of the Muslim world, and it is the only country on earth that has their religious declaration of faith written on their national flag. It says, "There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger." Beneath this statement of faith is the sword, representing the punishment for anyone found defying this statement. And yeah, I just wanted to share just a couple of things that struck me in this book. Yeah, it's what I was saying about hang on a minute. Yeah, it's what I was saying about no, sorry. I want to talk about Noah, and I know that I've heard that Islam has changed a few things in the Bible, but I wasn't quite sure what. And I came across something in this book that really struck me, because Noah him and his family were the purest and they were the only family on earth that were good. But they've got a different story in Islam, and at this part of the book, he's kind of like, his father, they made him burn the Bible, and they held a gun to his head, and he uses this story of Noah to kind of explain why this happens, like how their families can completely abandon them. Yeah, and it says that he was listening to his father chanting verse from the Quran, and yeah, and in the Quran it says about Noah's son. He said to his son, "Come ride with us and don't be with the drowning ones, they are unbelievers." But this son replies, "I'll go to the mountains, and the mountains will shelter me from the water." So, in Islam there is a son that was disobedient, and I thought, wow. And the second thing is what I was saying about, how Islam and Catholicism are the same. And yeah, you see, because he talks about, what happens to Muslims in the afterlife. And also like paganism as well. I'll just read you this bit. lost the place completely. But what he was saying is, I'll write it out after, is that he was saying that Muslims don't really know where they're going after death, and I will write that part out. Try not to lose my third place. Oh no, here it is. There you go. Sadly, prior to that, with paganism, they were saying about certain rituals performed, such as circling the Kaaba and kissing the building that houses the black meteorite stone, or drinking holy water called Zamzam. Yes, that's pagan. And this is reading the person for entrance into paradise. And it says, sadly, even if one fulfills all his duties perfectly regarding the pillars, a faithful Muslim cannot be 100% certain of paradise. A Muslim must do as many good works as possible, because he or she will be judged on whether or not their good works outweigh the bad on the Day of Judgment. You see, and again it says no Muslim can be completely sure. So yeah, that was that. And lastly is, if anyone knows me, I advocate for animals, horses in particular. And I was really struck by something that I read in here. And it was at the festival of Eid. And it says how you get rivers of blood would flow through the streets and cover the city of Mecca on this day. Yeah, and he goes on to say, I slaughtered my first sheep when I was just 7 years old as part of my rite of passage into manhood. Doing so left me traumatised, as the beloved sheep I'd played with the day prior was the very sheep I was forced to kill. I watched it suffer, saw the tears coming from its eyes. My heart was shattered, for I felt as though I'd just betrayed a dear friend, but I couldn't show that. I wanted to cry, but I had to hold it so that I would be considered a man among my brothers and preserve my place of honour. I just thought that was so deep.